Islam Dwayne. It is August the 2nd, 2019. Today was a good day. This is how I look right now. I'm very tired. I don't know, for some reason I noticed the camera stops, like it's taking a picture. As a car drove by, telepathically in the wind I heard something said move, and all of a sudden the camera just sort of stopped. So you know those that are experiments that have the science of telepathy, they use them to control or manipulate technology. And then as they breed them and place them in the population to spread diseases, they call them uncurable diseases that they place in these bodies, and they have sex with other bodies which spread diseases. So anyway, today was a good day. Anyway, I'm just saying that with a clear thought of certainty. So one of the things, getting back, and that's on a spiritual level, which, as you being a spiritual teacher, you know exactly what I'm talking about, which manifests on the physical. Today was a good day at Burger King. I did pretty good. I've developed, I was trying to, many times as I speak to more, I'm trying to develop a purpose. And as a natural being, implementing natural law, it's important for me to develop a purpose, because we come back. And I know when my consciousness rose, it wasn't something that happened unnaturally. This happened naturally. So that lets me know that a spirit, an energy is at work that is beyond that which have all the science, who think they have a lot of science and they know so much. They literally are out of control, because we are in prophecy and there's a spirit at work. Something is at work, and that's why I keep referring back and trying to understand what I read in scriptures, because it's really deep. And I see a lot of signs back. Sometimes I think I have it interpreted, but I don't. I don't know everything. But today was a good day. Before I left this holy day, Islam wishing you a holy day, I did stock. I had to restock the refrigerator quite a bit, and that's a good thing. With orange juice, I think it was like 2 times or 2 or 3 times maybe, and that's a good thing with orange juice, and that means that we're busy. That Burger King was busy, and suggested sold many items such as frozen Coke, the pulled pork king, the bacon king. Many times I try to demonstrate what's on a sandwich, even though it's been approximately over 2 years since I've eaten at Burger King, because as a spirit, as my own right in our culture, and just as a spiritual being, I choose to prepare my own food. But that doesn't mean everyone like that. Everyone has the right to do so. So I try to make sure I know everything that comes on a sandwich, and give guests what they choose to, what they want to have on their sandwich, or I try to upsize it or try to blend it in. Many times guests say, how does this taste? Did you like it? Especially like dealing with different sandwiches and items, and I tell them, this is what I say all the time. I say, I've heard good things about it. Not if that's the truth about whatever item they're asking about. And I always say, I might think it's a wonderful item, but you might not. So it's probably best for you to develop your own opinion, because everyone's different. So, but nonetheless, I know that I try to keep my I prepare my own food with Imani Great Arrington-Bey. We've been doing that, practicing that for a while now. So it's been approximately over 2 years, approximately, since I ate at Burger King. And also, what I like to do is I like to put my own energy in my food. So I was so thankful and grateful after I spoke to American Extended Stay about someone trying to force open the door, that they said that our food at inside American Extended Stay, 120 Cochran Drive, should be safe. Nobody should be able to go in there and tamper with our food, our belongings, anything. You wouldn't think I would have to say something like that in quote unquote a civilized, supposedly not third world country. But yes, I do have to clarify and make sure our belongings are okay, because we are among unclean spirits. And if the United States rate 35 in health, then and physical health is connected to mental health, then, and I've already experienced someone trying to force open the door as I had a towel wrapped around me, as I was trying to go take a shower, then that's an issue, because it's being among a telepathic community. It's not just one person or a couple of people doing it. There many are tuned in. It's just like the TV. If someone is being raped, murdered, molested, the TV is the antenna, so many are tuning in, watching it being done. And those that are not clean in spirit, either they're happy, rejoicing, maybe they're doing a ritual while it's being done. And so that is really keeping it 100, because the TV is an antenna, and that's a telepathic site. That's a telepathic system. So if you have robberies going on, someone being raped, molested spiritually, their vagina, their anus being raped spiritually, a kid is being used as a prostitute, if that TV is on, many are able to tune in and see that. And so those that are unclean in spirit, that has the signs of telepathy, are either doing rituals while it's being done, or they are maybe rejoicing. Who knows? Because on the TV, I've come across and dealt or experienced spirits out of the blue start speaking about werewolf or vampirism. And what do you find that at? Movies on TV. So I try to keep my psyche clean from any type of movie that way. If I start watching a movie and it starts going into bestiality, cannibalism, I turn the TV off, because literally you have unclean spirits trying to behave like a beast or an animal. Literally you have unclean spirits that are cannibals. And as a natural divine being practicing natural law, and I'm not a cannibal, I don't want, it's best to stay protected as much as possible. What else happened today? Oh, as I was waiting on this one guest, he looked to be pale skinned. I started to feel a sharp pain around my ankle, and I started moving my ankle around. I said, "Ouch! I got sharp pain." He said, "Oh, you need to work that out. You need to work it out." And I was, cause I spoke my thoughts out loud. This is a customer, and I looked at his shirt. His shirt said Naval Academy, and I said, "Oh, okay." I said, is that what you do do you have?" He said something about him. I think he said he has a sharp. No, I said, "Is that what you do if you get a sharp pain on your joints or in your ankle? You work it out. You move your legs around." And I think he said yes, he do. And I like, "Oh, okay." Because it came out of nowhere, and I said, "Oh, so you move your leg?" And I started showing him how I'm moving my foot to remove the pain that appeared out of nowhere. And and so we finished that conversation. He got his meal. The next guest was well, I don't know if he claimed a nationality or not, but it was a Negro black male, maybe about 6'5". Not if he hadn't claimed a nationality, then he would be considered Negro black according to constitutional law. And I served him, and then I kept my thoughts as maintained as I wanted. So today was, like I said, a good day. I stopped before I left. And is there anything else I wanted to say? No. As August the 2nd, this whole day is great. We might finish reading When Rocks Cry Out. As I finish this video, and understanding, Dwayne Bey, what cannibalism is, because I think once again, with history, they were showing how pale skins came over here and ate the mummies that were in the pyramids. You don't think Negro blacks and those that look melanated were eating mummies or performing cannibalistic act or being a cannibalist, because they focus so much on those that call themselves conscious Negro blacks, focus so much on the pale skin, because they don't want you to know that they behave just like that or even worse, because they are something else and have been bred into something else. So 9 times out of 10, and connecting this another dot, that Negro black and other melanated species were also eating mummies that were here on this landmass, that were in the mounds, or up still to this day, they probably eating flesh and we don't know about it. These are unclean spirits I speak about. So that's another connection I have connected with, dealing with unclean spirits. And because unclean spirits come in many forms. That whole scenario, the pale skin being the devil, the only, like it's not saying that we don't have unclean spirits that are pale skin, but the huge trickery is not knowing about that black Negro or other melanated bodies that also are extremely unclean, and they are mixed in with other DNA, ape, gorilla, whatever, Islam. So I'll talk to you later. I need to get ready to go because Imani going to meet me at the room. Islam.